Warning, this video contains a random guy trashing your favorite anime or manga. So if you're one of those sensitive people that get butthurt over other people's opinions, then I advise you to click off this video and go find you something a little bit more tolerable, alright? But yeah, from this point on, I will be trashing your favorite anime or manga, so yeah, you can't say I didn't warn you so, alright? So without further ado, let's start the video. Rent-A-Girlfriend has to be one of the worst anime series I ever came across in my whole fucking life. And the fact that this shit is actually selling well and getting new seasons in the anime is so fucking astonishing to me. Like, it just goes to show just how down bad our world is today, because people will read or watch something because they find the cartoon characters to be attractive. And let's be honest, the only reason you're reading or watching Rent-A-Girlfriend is because you find the cartoon characters to be attractive. Like, you're the anime community. It's no secret that you guys want to fuck cartoons. Like, it's one of the worst kept secrets in human history. But the fact that these people actually like to read and watch this horny ass loser fall in love with a dumb bitch in the prostitution ring is so fucking crazy to me. Like, I don't think y'all realize just how fucked up the Rent-A-Girlfriend concept is. Like, it's called Rent-A-Girlfriend. That's a nice way of saying, can I buy a prostitute? Like, what other service out there allows you to buy a woman's time so that way you can spend some quality time with them for a certain amount of time? Like, you motherfuckers tell me. Like, I can't be the only one that thinks this shit. Also, take into account that this shit takes place in Japan, and you already know how Japan gets down with the age of consent. Them niggas be wildin' with the 13-year-olds. So you know what time it is for the Rent-A-Girlfriend service. But it's pretty obvious that this series was created to appease to the broke-ass horny losers who are socially awkward and have no social skills. They're kind of like the main character Kazuya. Even though people love to shit on Kazuya, what people won't accept is that they're kind of like Kazuya. Rent-A-Girlfriend is one of those series I like to call a hope series, as in people who read and watch this shit hope that they find a girl that will give them this much attention, as in they hope that they find a group of girls who will want to give them the time of day. They want to be a harem protagonist, even though they don't have the social skills to talk to a girl or hell anyone in general. Like, the broke ass horny losers just want a series to be out there that would give them the hope or the idea that a girl who is out of their league would give them the time of day. Instead of them actually improving on their social skills, they want to rely on girls walking up to them because they don't have the confidence to walk up to them themselves. This is one of those series out there that try to push out this agenda on men and make them seem like they're simps or cucks or whatever the fuck. Instead of them actually putting out a series where the main character has balls or confidence, no, let's keep on pushing that agenda. Let's make the main character a horny broke ass college student who falls in love with a prostitute, because no one wants to see a confident guy go up to a girl that he likes and tell her, hey, I like you, with confidence. No one wants to learn from that guy, you know, how to build up self-esteem and shit like that. Nah, we don't need that in the anime. Like, shit like this is why the birth rate in Japan is constantly declining, because when you constantly promote shitty series like this to the public, it gives women the impression that all guys are just like Kazuya when we're not. Like, who the fuck wants to date a guy like Kazuya? He does nothing but over-sexualize women and fantasize about them being butt-ass naked. And trust me, all guys do this to some degree, but my guy, when it gets to the point where you're complimenting the girl more for her physical attributes than her actual personality, then yeah, you're just a fucking scumbag at that point. But enough of me filling in the intro to this video. Let me go ahead and explain why Rent-A-Girlfriend is so fucking trash, starting with the characters. The characters in Rent-A-Girlfriend are some of the worst characters in anime and manga history, and that's no exaggeration whatsoever. 90%, if not all of these fucking characters are tropey as fuck to a disgusting degree, to the point where they feel like NPCs from a video game. Bruh, this nigga's still stalking her. How hasn't she filed a police report yet? Bruh, look at the shit she gets surprised over. Oh yeah, the play was great. You were incredible. What? Wait, are you serious? Wait, what is this? What is this I'm feeling? Is this love? Like, bruh, they couldn't have no one like me on this TV show. I'll take all these bitches down. Like, do y'all know them dating sim games like Honey Pop? That's exactly what Rent a Girlfriend is. Just a cast of shallow ass characters with no depth whatsoever. Now, let's start off with the main character of the series, Kazuya. Kazuya is hands down, without a doubt, the worst anime character in anime and manga history. No bullshit, bruh. This motherfucker is a sexual predator in the making. This motherfucker not only harassed a prostitute because he felt like she was too perfect, but he also stalked the bitch, also forced her into an unwanted relationship. He tried to kick the bitch's door down, and hell, even in this fake ass relationship, all this motherfucker does is think about her butt ass naked. And don't you motherfuckers come in my comment section, oh, in the movie arc, he redeems his character because he helped Chizuru's fucking grandma see her movie and shit like this. Look, dog, what happened afterwards? He didn't do shit but picture the bitch getting cucked up by some other dude. He didn't do shit but get horny off the bitch getting fucked by another dude. And even before that, this motherfucker was having x-ray visions. He was trying to see that ass through that sundress. Like, this motherfucker gives me Buffalo Bill vibes from Silence and the Lambs. Like, if it was to come out that this Kazuya motherfucker kidnapped this chorizo bitch and hit her ass in the ditch hole somewhere, I would not be surprised whatsoever because he's been shown to harass this bitch on multiple occasions. Bro, he dead ass faked the voice to get this bitch to open her door. Bruh, you have to be shitting me. Why don't you call the cops? He's trying to break in your fucking house. Oh, but wait, guys, this is natural. Them falling in love with each other is so natural. Damn, she kicked the fuck out of him. Hey, yo, my nigga, spending $300+ per week just to get no pussy is fucking crazy. Like, he do realize he can support her financially as well as date her if he was just to ask this bitch out. Like, she's not that hard to pull, my guy. She fell in love with you in the first 14 fucking episodes. She's a bland, shallow character with low self-esteem. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now? Like, why you keep on stalking this bitch when you have a girlfriend named Ruka who's willing to throw that ass back at any time? Anytime! Bro, imagine having to rely on a horny ass college student to get paid. Like, bitch, go work at McDonald's. They get paid $15 an hour. They have part-time. You want to work on your acting skills? Hey, go talk to the customers. It's called customer service, bitch. Like, what the fuck? The usual you is my ideal girl. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Look at her being surprised off of the most simplest of shit, bro. Bro, she's blushing? You fold that easily? Bro, you can say anything to this bitch. She has no self-esteem whatsoever. You can be like, hey, girl, your hair look good when it's brown. Oh. Hey, girl, you think God put you here for no reason? Girl, you special. Oh, my God. Like, bro, you can say anything to this bitch and you'll bag her. And the fact that this bitch is actually falling for this loser is one of the biggest ass pulls in this series. Like, how the fuck can you look in the early stages of this series and be like, from a realistic standpoint, it would make sense why she will like him over the course of time. No, in the first fucking 3 episodes, if not the first 2 or 3 chapters, this motherfucker Kazuya should have been on a restraining order. Hell, why the fuck did this bitch keep on taking requests from him? He tried to get her fired. Like, is there some type of HR department in the Rent a Girlfriend's headquarters? Because there's no way in hell that this motherfucker Kazuya should ever be allowed to use their services again. But then again, this is low-key an undercover prostitution ring, so I wouldn't be surprised if these motherfuckers didn't have an HR department. What makes this shit even worse is that this Chizuru bitch said that she was trying to avoid all dudes in her college area. And it's like, oh really, bitch? You telling me this whole time you've been living in this crack house that you call a home, you never noticed this horny ass weirdo living next to you? Like, y'all go to the same fucking school. Y'all niggas live right next to each other. Like, I know who the fuck my neighbors is and I never talk to them motherfuckers. Like, how can your self-awareness levels be so fucking low, you dumb broad? Like, God damn. Speaking of Chizuru, let's go ahead and talk about this RoboCop, no feelings having ass bitch real quick, bro. You want to talk about a one-dimensional character with no emotions? Look no further than Chizuru. Hell, even right now in the manga, Kazuya is even questioning if this bitch even has a character. Like, how the fuck do you want to become an actor, but you can't even act in your own series? And I know people are gonna be like, oh, but she cried over her grandma. No shit. Who wouldn't fucking cry or get sad that someone close to them died? Like, let's applaud the piece of fucking toast for doing the bare fucking minimum and showing emotions when someone close to them dies. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Speaking of this whole wanting to be an actor shit, her whole reason for becoming a rent-a-girlfriend has to be some of the dumbest, I can't even call it dumb. Like, this bitch has to be autistic or something. She dead-ass joined a borderline prostitution ring because she wanted to improve on her acting skills. Like, bitch, you go to college. Do they not have classes for that? Like, this dumb bitch is doing all this unnecessary shit that she clearly doesn't want to do, like wearing disguises and getting in fake relationships and shit. She's doing all this unnecessary shit just so that no one will find out that she works for a prostitution service. And it's like, dog, you could have avoided all this shit if you would have just found a real fucking job. Clearly you found something wrong with your job because you don't want no one to find out about it. Now, why would that be the case? Is it because you work for a fucking prostitution service? Like, let's just say that all this shit doesn't go good with the acting. What the fuck are you going to put on your resume when you have to go find a job with your college degree? Oh yeah, I used to work for this service where guys would rent me out, and then I'll be their fake girlfriend, and then I'll show them a good time. Like, what the fuck do you think they're gonna think about you? Like, you're not going to get the job. And as far as you trying to go find somewhere to practice your acting because acting school costs too much money, how about you go find a university or a community college that has performance arts programs? There is a such thing as that. Bottom line, Chizuru is one of those basic bitch anime characters that everyone in the series fawns over because the author writes it that way, which I really couldn't understand because for the most part, Chizuru doesn't really have a body figure. Like, Kazuya is always looking at her ass, and I always ask myself, what ass are you looking at? Like, there's nothing there. Like, Chizuru doesn't have an ass, and I'm not just talking about the no having ass where if you put on jeans, it's like a little bump there. No, Chizuru has the Hank Hill ass where like you hardly can see anything. Also, for her to be 19 years old, she dresses like a fucking 6-year-old sometimes. But when it comes down to it, Chizuru is going to go down as one of the worst anime characters in anime and manga history for me. Her and Kazuya is just too fucking stupid for my brain to comprehend. They really make it hard for me to read or watch this series because of the illogical shit that they do that make no sense. Some of the most basic of issues that can be solved with basic solutions, yet they make it overcomplicated for no reason because of how fucking stupid they are. Like, how do you go over 2 years with this fake relationship shit? You could have ended this shit in episodes 2 or 3. Like, she clearly didn't want to do the shit, especially after that episode when Kazuya was stalking her and that other dude around the city. Like, after that episode, how the fuck do you not put him on a restraining order or put in a police report? Like, did the plot kick in or some shit? Like, if this was anyone else, they'll be so terrified that this horny ass nigga was following them that they might go the extra mile and transfer to a whole other university. Like, this nigga Kazuya is the night walker on college hoes. He that motherfucker that be trying to sexually assault women at nighttime when they try to walk to their car from their college classes. But enough of me roasting the fuck out of Chizuru. Let's move on to the rest of the characters. Mami, she literally carries the story. Even though she is a bitch, she does make the story more interesting, and in my opinion, she's the best character in the whole fucking series. Sumi, she's just there to pop in and out. She's fucking Hinata bait. Like, anyone who likes shy girls, she's just there to be shy and shit, nothing else. And as far as Ruka, she's annoying as fuck with a dumbass reason to fall in love with the main character. Like, seriously, her heart rate has to go past a certain point, and if anyone can make her heart rate go past that certain point, she falls in love with them. Like, is that not one of the most shallow ways to fall in love with someone? But then again, she is a dumb kid. But even as a kid, I don't remember falling in love with someone over some dumb shit like that. But nonetheless, the characters in Rent-a-Girlfriend are disgustingly unrealistic. They're one-dimensional, except one of the characters literally have no character whatsoever, and that's Chizuru. Like, Chizuru's only character trait is that she's a tsundere, and what, that's it? Like, she has no emotion. Like, it's just that 1 minute she's a tsundere, the next minute she's, what, I guess kinda sweet, but in a way it's kinda like in the emotionless way. Like, if you ever seen a Jennifer Lopez love movie, that's exactly what the fuck Chizuru is. A bad character in a shitty romance movie. Oh yeah, I almost forgot one girl, and I like to call her PD because she's nothing but a plot device used to bring Kazuya and Chizuru closer. Like, the story cannot progress without this chick. Like, Chizuru came back from a vacation with Kazuya and his family, and she ghosted him for 3 months. Guess who brought them motherfuckers back together? This fucking plot device that only shows up when Chizuru and Kazuya has to progress in the story. Like, seriously, if you have to rely on a plot device to hook up two characters, then at that point, should them characters even get together? Like, at this point, it would just make more sense if Kazuya and Chizuru didn't get together. It would make more sense if Chizuru was the one that was stalling the relationship because she didn't see Kazuya in a romantic way, but instead in a friendship way, which would make her feel bad about rejecting Kazuya because of all the nice shit that Kazuya's done for her. Or she might feel bad about rejecting Kazuya because it would hurt Kazuya's feelings, and it might make Kazuya run away, and she might actually value the friendship that they have. That would be a more realistic and interesting story compared to these two dumbasses trying to get together because clearly one character doesn't like the other character as much as they say they do. Like, if you like someone, are you going to ghost them for 3 months? If you like someone, are you going to stop them from confessing to you? No! And while I'm thinking about all this stupid shit in this series, it just crossed my mind, how is it that out of all the dating clients that Chizuru had in his Rent-a-Girlfriend service, Kazuya is the only one that's willing to go the distance for her? You telling me out of this whole fucking Rent-a-Girlfriend service, out of all of Chizuru's dating clients, Kazuya is the only dude who wanted to get to know Chizuru and help her? Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dog. As a matter of fact, there is this one dude who tried to spit game, but they did him super fucking dirty. I'm talking about Umi. They did Umi so dirty in the anime, dog, it's not even funny. Like, if you was to look at the anime version of Umi and look at the manga version of Umi, bro, they're like two different fucking people, alright? Umi in the anime looks like a fucking dweeb. In the manga, he's like this smooth ass K-pop rock star motherfucker with all these connections and shit to the fucking acting world. And it's like, dog, how the fuck did Chizuru and Umi not end up together? They're already close as fuck. They have the same dream. Hell, even when Umi was confessing to Chizuru, Chizuru was low-key feeling him on the low. And it's like, bruh, the reason these motherfuckers never hooked up is because of the plot. Even when Umi was like, yo, do you like him? She said, yeah, no, I don't like him, but I don't not like him either, which is pretty much saying, yeah, I like him as a friend, but, you know, I think you kind of jumping the gun with saying that I love him. Like, nah. Like, the only reason why she curved Umi was because she was gonna feel bad about standing Kazuya up and going to help him pass out flyers. She was also gonna feel bad about Kazuya working so hard to help her achieve her dream. But if it wasn't for Kazuya needing her that day to pass out flyers, oh yeah, it would have been a wrap up. Umi and Chizuru would be on that dinner date, and that would be the ending of this fucking series because Umi would have sealed the fucking deal. How do I know? Because Chizuru was feeling him to the point where she was even doubting the reason why Umi even asked her out. She was like, oh, the only reason I'm here right now with Umi is because Nana-chan was sick and shit. And Umi was like, nah, I actually fuck with you. She's not sick. I'm single as fuck. You single as fuck. Was really good. Like, let's go eat some dinner. Let's go watch a play and shit. Like, bro, it just will make a lot of fucking sense. Clearly she fucks with him. Clearly he fucks with her. They've been knowing each other longer than Kazuya and fucking Chizuru. They even have the same interests. Hell, Umi even has connections and has hooked Chizuru up with a couple of gigs. Like, it's the perfect fucking fit. How How is this not the ending right here? But nope, we gotta have this unrealistic ass ending where the fucking loser has to get with the fucking popular girl of the series. Hell, even on Kazuya's side, how the fuck does Kazuya not hook up with Ruka yet? Ruka's been throwing that ass since fucking season 1. And even after Kazuya got ghosted by Chizuru for 3 months, how is it that Kazuya then come to the conclusion that, yo, maybe being with Ruka wouldn't be so bad? I mean, I'm a horny ass loser. She's always underneath me and she's trying to throw that ass back. Like, that's a match made in heaven. Like, why the fuck does Chizuru and Kazuya have to get together? Them motherfuckers aren't even a good match. At best, that shit lasts 1 month. Mainly because Kazuya is a jealous, obsessive, horny weirdo and Chizuru has no communication skills. The shit wouldn't work. Like, these motherfuckers can't even Netflix and chill right without making shit weird. This motherfucker Kazuya asked Chizuru to stay by to hang out to watch some videos, and these motherfuckers pulled up a YouTube channel of their neighbor trying on lingerie. And it's like, what the fuck? And then afterwards, Kazuya tells Chizuru that he'll wait 10 to 20 years or however long until Chizuru decides to fall in love with him. And it's like, bro, this has to be some of the highest levels of loserdom. How the fuck can you sit here and say that you're gonna wait on the bitch for 10, 20, however long until she falls in love with you? Like, who the fuck thinks like that? Like, this contrived ass story is trying to force 2 characters together that are clearly not a good match for each other instead of letting shit naturally play out. Because if you let shit naturally play out, Kazuya and Ruka would have hooked up and Umi and Chizuru would have hooked up. That should be the ending of this series, realistically. But no, they're gonna go the cliche route and do all this fake ass make-believe storytelling bullshit and tell y'all how even though you're a broke ass horny weirdo, you still can have a chance at getting beautiful women and popular girls if you put your mind into it. Like, bro, get that corny ass shit up out of here for real, dog. Bottom line, Rent a Girlfriend will go down as one of the worst anime slash manga series of all time. No bullshit. Like, the series is so bad it's good, but at the same time it will frustrate you because they do so much stupid shit. Also, the author of this manga, bro, I don't even know where to begin with this shit. The author of this manga clearly wants to fuck his own drawing. Like, he's out here building statues of this Chizuru bitch. He's over here drawing Chizuru's underwear on his floor, implying that they had sex. He's over here drawing Chizuru in his shower. Like, it's so obvious that he wants to fuck this cartoon character. And it's like, dog, don't you have a wife and kid? How do they feel about this shit? And I know the fans love to be like, oh, he's only doing that for promotional purposes. No, dog, he's not doing that for promotional purposes. He clearly wants to fuck this character. It's a reason why the story hasn't ended yet. But then again, this is Japan, so I'm not surprised by any of this shit. This the type of shit that they do out there. They got motherfuckers out there marrying body pillows and shit. Also, to continue to prove my point on how egregiously unrealistic the Rent a Girlfriend series is, there's a part in the manga where Chizuru, Mami, and Ruka are in the bathroom fighting over Kazuya. Like, I understand stories being unrealistic because that's the whole point of fiction stories, to be unrealistic, but it does get to a point where a story can be so unrealistic that it ruins the story. Like, you're not telling me that 3 girls that most people would consider to be attractive will be in the bathroom fighting over a loser ass college student. Like, I can see shit like this happening to rich people or popular people, or hell, I can see this happening to an average Joe with 3 mid to ugly girls. But to have 3 attractive girls fighting over a loser ass college student is fucking ridiculous. Also, I don't think anyone noticed this, but Kazuya is the narrator of this story. He is telling things from a past tense point of view, so whether or not he ends up with this Chizuru chick is up for discussion. Well, to be honest, let's be fair, he's going to end up with the chick because that's the whole point of this fucking story. But if the story turns out to be a story about how he almost hooked up with a movie star, because let's be honest, Chizuru is going to become a movie star, that's literally the whole point of her fucking character. Like, if this story turns out to be the story of how Kazuya almost got with a movie star and how the whole time they've been doing the Rent a Girlfriend shit, that's been their whole experience of actually being in a relationship, if that turns out to be the story, then I wouldn't be mad. But then the story story would just turn into how Kazuya fumbled the bag, and let's be honest, Kazuya fumbling the bag will fit perfectly with his character because this whole series, he's been a fucking bruh moment. Like, you know that TV show How I Met Your Mother? This whole series will might as well be called How Kazuya Fumbled the Bag. But then again, if you have 3 attractive girls fighting over you in the bathroom, then at best you might end up with Mami or Ruka. Also, currently in the manga, it seems as if Chizuru, Kazuya, and the plot device chick are going to end up living together in Chizuru's grandparents' house because an earthquake fucked up their real house. Do I expect any progress to come out of this? No. It's like a 5% chance that Chizuru and Kazuya actually hook up after this upcoming arc. Also, you gotta take into account Ruka coming in and probably sharing a room with Kazuya or some shit. Like, it's pretty obvious that the author is not trying to end this series. Like, this is his most popular series up to date, so I mean, he's probably just trying to rack in the money at this point. He obviously doesn't care about the quality of this story anymore, because if we're just being honest, waiting 250 plus chapters just for 2 people who supposedly like each other a lot to confess, it seems pretty fucking outrageous. Like, even Nisekoi didn't go that fucking long. But hey, like I said, maybe he's just trying to rack in the dough at this point. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this shitty ass series. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I very much appreciate it. It's your boy Trigger Senpai, and I'm out, man. Peace.